What up? What up? What up? Strictly Podcast, man. Episode number 145. Peace and love to y'all. My name is Randy Little. Welcome if you new. Welcome back. If you rock with us on the regular. I explain like when the squad gets together in a few minutes. I explain to you guys real life has shaken up the recording schedule, but I'm trying, I got a compulsion. I have to go every 2 weeks, and if we just miss a month. But the plan is to go back-to-back weeks to keep my every 2 week cycle locked in, and in 3 weeks from now we'll still be going, you know what I mean? Excuse me. On this episode, we just keeping it chill, talking horror, what we enjoy watching throughout the month of October. Whether it be some lighthearted family, Casper, Addams Family type shit, Goosebumps, some franchises, some Halloween, Texas Chainsaw, Child's Play, whatever. It's me, it's Rocket, it's a little bit of E-Sig, but it's fun. And don't hesitate to include yourself. Jump in the comment section wherever you listening, wherever you watching, YouTube. Tell us what you like to entertain yourself with throughout the month of October. Social media too. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, Threads. Jump in the comments, let us know what you're into. It's all dope. Before I forget, appreciate y'all listening, watching. Throw them ratings out there. 1 star, 5 stars, thumbs up, thumbs down. Feedback is feedback, you feel me? Shout out the world, you know what I mean? Japan, India, Ghana, Australia, the UK. I'm seeing y'all out there listening to 2 or 3 or 4 schmucks every couple weeks talk about movies, and it's appreciated. Recently released theatrically on the 11th of October, we had Jason Reitman directed the Saturday Night, the movie about the first Saturday Night Live episode. My theater didn't get it. I want to see it. I'll watch the Blu-ray the week it comes out, no question. Terrifier 3 came out. I feel like some other stuff came out. The Pharrell Piece by Piece Lego movie came out. This current weekend, we got Smile 2. Review is on my YouTube channel. We got Woman of the Hour, starring and directed by Anna Kendrick. Upcoming, the weekend of October 25th, we got Venom: The Last Dance. And I don't know if it's limited, I don't know if it's wide, but Clint Eastwood directed Juror Number 2 comes out November 1st, starring Nicholas Hoult. The new Robert Zemeckis Tom Hanks movie comes out limited for sure, so I'm gonna hold off on talking about that. Let me see. Let's go to physical media on October the 8th. If I can find that shit. On October the 8th, we got Maxine, we got A Quiet Place Part 2, we got Kinds of Kindness. I see a Sleepy Hollow 4K, I see a Friday Night Lights 4K, that goofy ass horror driven Winnie the Pooh sequel, Thelma, Harold and the Purple Crayon, and then let's hit the 15th of October. I see A Nightmare on Elm Street 4K. I see a Thanksgiving Steelbook, The Ring. This is I hate that we're getting like major releases every 2 weeks, because those other Tuesdays just always have some underwhelming releases. Like for the fans, the Crown, the complete series has a box set out there. Upcoming this Tuesday, We got The Sixth Sense and Signs on 4K. We got Deadpool and Wolverine. We got Twisters. Cuckoo. Warner Brothers, HBO is putting out a Veep box set, probably in a DVD size case, because they love grating my nerves. Borderlands. I see a lot of re-releases. Kino Labor is putting out Fluke. I just see a dog wearing boots. I don't know if I ever watched that movie. Bro, that... I know y'all be liking store exclusives, but I hate that Walmart exclusive Deadpool and Wolverine. I just like the original art more than anything else. Tuesday the 29th, I see a Zodiac 4K. I see a Addams Family Values 4K. How the Grinch Stole Christmas original TV series in 4K. TV special. There is something I want on the 29th. Where is it? Oh, Dee Dee comes out. I'm definitely buying that. I knew that wasn't coming to my theater, and I wanted to see that shit. That shit looks really good. But yeah, that's it for the next couple weeks. So there's going to be some overlap, because I'm going to say a lot of the same shit next episode. So, yeah, when I get back, Squad will be with me, and we'll just be talking horror movies, man. It's Rec Lead. Yo, it's the return. I know, like, scheduling and whatnot been a little funky these past couple months, but to make it up to y'all, because I love y'all. My real life don't get in the middle of no recording a podcast.
Oh boy.
My man's and his relocation, my man's and his birthday, the one that ain't even here because he too busy out here getting income and shit. I love you guys. We recording 2 Saturdays back to back. On that note, though, Rocket, how was that birthday?
It was good. Good time. Had some
file for Social Security.
Over. Not yet. Not yet. Almost. I'm waiting for my AARP card to come through, though.
Yeah.
So it should be all right.
And then E-Dot. Back in the Midwest. How's it feel?
Yeah. It feels cold.
Home
actually,
is
it's
cold
not
in the
bad. 70 degrees outside, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. But no, it's getting stuff together. But yeah, like I said, I'll tell y'all all about that.
And then, like, current events just popped in my head that I've seen in, like, the past 2 days. Because of Eric's fake-ass location. I don't know how to pronounce dude's name, so I'm going to say the director of Bones and All and Challengers and this movie he got with Daniel Craig coming out. He's about to do a retelling, remake, reimagining of American Psycho. How do y'all feel?
Yeah, I can dig it. If anybody's going to make it interesting, it'll be... Yeah.
Just stick to the book.
I'm curious about it. Yeah, what the heck is his name? It's that Pixar movie. It's Luca.
Yeah.
Guadagnino or something like that.
Yeah, the dude that played for the Mavericks and a lot of Italian.
He's in a lot of Italian. Yeah,
Rocket.
That's because the other one, American Psycho, still holds up. People still talk about it.
See, Twitter,
for good reason, as you can see in my background. Like
Twitter, American Psycho is what we call a cult classic. Smile 2 is not a cult classic.
No,
American Psycho is a cult classic. Ain't nobody see that shit in 2000. But around 2001, 2002, this is the best movie of all time.
Yeah, it took off.
Christian Bale, Patrick Bateman.
Yeah. Yeah, it took off, and because it was technically, I don't know if I can look up the numbers. It wasn't a big hit, that's for sure. I don't know if I call it a flop.
Made back on home physical media.
Yeah, it's true enough.
Shit. Also, in the last couple days, we got a second trailer for Wolfman.
Yeah.
Lee Winnell's Wolfman. I'm not like, I guess he's come out and said that it's going to be like an infection that changes him and not just a bite or a full moon or whatever. I mean, like, I want to hate, but it's like Invisible Man didn't really stick to the origin lore either, and that shit was fire.
Yeah, it was.
So, trailer was cool too. Like, I thought the trailer was real dope.
Yeah, I like what he's
I saw it
doing.
before Smile.
No, you saw it in theater. They didn't show it before.
I didn't get Strangers in theaters. That's where I was going to go next. I didn't get Strangers Chapter 2. That's like, because I don't want to say the Strangers franchise has never done nothing new, because Pray at Night was something new. But Chapter 1 that come out earlier this year was basically a redo of the original. Just not as good. Sorry, Rennie. But Chapter 2, like, it's cool to see like a continuation of the story.
Yeah.
If y'all watch that trailer.
Yeah, it was funny enough. Yeah, you said Smile 2, they showed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw it, the preview of it, the day before. They didn't show any trailer. They showed, what's her name? The lead actress, or her.
Naomi Scott.
Naomi Scott, very attractive young lady.
Kimberly from Power Rangers. Princess Jasmine.
Yeah. Right.
Shorty from Charlie's Angels. I forgot she was in Charlie's Angels.
She had one of those special messages like it's 2021 again.
Oh,
like,
bro.
They keep her coming out.
I had that too.
Oh, yeah.
But she's talking. Did you go to a Cinemark, or is it's probably just in front of all the screenings?
It's AMC. I went to AMC.
But she's talking about that shit. And, like, she's, of course, imagining shoulder to shoulder, no seats left. And I'm sitting there like, bitch, it's 7 people in my theater.
And they showed that, and they showed a music video.
I ain't get from her character?
Yeah, from Sky Riley.
That's cool. I ain't get that.
Yeah. Then a movie just...
It'll be on the Blu-ray.
I don't know what kind of auditorium. I saw it in Dolby Cinema. I'm like, God dog, the sound for that movie.
Y'all know I ain't got that fancy shit.
Dude had it cranked up. Like, it's some...
Turn it up.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I didn't get any trailers. But
Rocky, you see Wolfman or Strangers?
What happened?
You see these trailers?
Yeah, no, I've seen like for the Wolfman and all that. Yeah.
Did you howl?
I haven't seen Smile 2 yet. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's funny because like I had the first Smile and I had it. I was like, okay, I got to check this out. 6 months later, I finally checked it out. And I was like, oh, okay, because I'm not like big into possession stuff. So, but it is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
Like the first one, I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it tells the line.
Like, yeah, so it's cool. So like seeing the trailers, you know, obviously the trailers that came out for Smile 2 and all that, like I'm intrigued, want to check it out, but I hear Voss Water has a big
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a big commercial ad pretty much, so
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like the whole movie. So,
and this is not a spoiler, but you know what? I didn't know they still sold the glass version of the bottle because I only see the plastic ones.
They do the pop stars.
Glass version.
That makes sense because that was story wise it made sense why they had that, but you'll see that.
They tomorrow. They sell that shit to rich motherfuckers.
False water. Oh yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I can't wait for you to see it. It's I'll just say, I don't know if you're gonna talk about it. Smile too.
I want to do a horror themed episode next weekend too.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll get to that then. But it's
okay. Let me ask you guys this: do you guys think the first one is better than the second one? Okay, you think this one's better. Okay.
I put it like this: it's
I like 2 more.
Yeah.
But it's because she's a pop star. It's because her every move is in the public eye, so it was just so much crazier.
Yeah, and that's
but
what
I love the contained shit too. Like I love the first movie too.
Yeah, but that's just what I was touching on. And I like Parker Finn, the same filmmaker who made the first one, came back and he could have, like I told y'all, could have just phoned it in And but first of all, he got a hell of a performance.
Nah, he's certifiably insane. He needs a straitjacket.
Yeah. And I made a joke during the movie. It's not a spoiler because you see this person in the trailer.
You made a joke during the movie?
Yeah.
Like, man, hey, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, I whispered to I was with my sister. I'm like, who does dude think he is? Jack Nicholson? And
something like that.
That's his son.
I didn't know that.
He's on the poster. He's on one of the one sheets.
Yeah, he's on. I didn't know it was. I didn't know that was his son. Like real deal. I'm like,
real
okay,
real deal.
Got some strong genes.
Yep, he does.
What's his name? It's Ray Nicholson.
Y'all know his birthday?
Nicholson.
That motherfucker birthday is legendary.
Oh goodness, for real.
That motherfucker birthday is legendary. It's not in no October. It's not in no May. Nick, it's not in no July.
What is it in?
February, babies.
Oh, goodness.
So, this is actually Rocket's episode. But,
no,
he cooked the idea. He suggested the idea, so that's how we gonna roll. I'm gonna throw a curveball at y'all, though. Before we get into movies y'all like to watch in October, give me some TV episodes.
I got one. I just recently watched it. Now,
hit me.
And you could throw a rock at. It's a series of Halloween themed episodes. You can throw a rock at them, and they're all good. Treehouse of Terror, The Simpsons.
Treehouse of Horror, but go off.
Treehouse of Horror. Thank you. But no, any one of those, even one of the more recent ones, because who still watches The Simpsons? I'm sorry. They did one based on Westworld. Did y'all see that one?
Nah.
TV series, I like Westworld. I saw like the first two seasons.
Oh, not Westworld, The Simpsons. They did a parody of Westworld.
Okay.
Treehouse of Horror. They did a parody where The Simpsons, where the show was like, it was like Westworld, and they became sentient, and they tried to escape. You know, now it was pretty good. It was pretty funny. I'm surprised it's still funny to be that deep in. So I went back. I
think the last Treehouse of Horror that I really checked for was the one that I don't know if he wrote it or just had the idea, but Guillermo del Toro was involved in it.
I heard something about that. I don't think I saw it.
I don't remember it, but I know I watched it. One of my favorite segments from Treehouse of Horror is when Homer goes into the wall and becomes 3D and then ends up in the real world at the end of the episode. I don't know why, especially because it was probably around the time Toy Story came out. You know, it had to have been in the 90s. I just thought it was like the coolest shit ever at the time, and I've always liked it.
Yeah, I remember they asked him, like, what does it look like in there? Like, did anybody see the movie Tron? They're like going around like, nope.
They would never write that today.
Yeah.
I don't know. After Deadpool and Wolverine, maybe Disney has a sense of humor about their L's.
Yeah, they were just... he said about their L's.
But, when they do, like, Mr. Burns as Bram Stoker's Dracula, Groundskeeper Willie as Freddy Krueger, man. Like, they did Ned Flanders as Dexter. But they got some dope shit.
Yeah, but, yeah, that's true. But, you know who has some really awesome Halloween episodes? I don't know if y'all ever into Community.
Never seen it. I've heard of it.
Oh, really?
No. I think.
Hey, come on. The origins of the Russo brothers?
Nah. My wife is going to kill me if we don't mention a sitcom that actually takes place in Illinois that has some pretty funny Halloween episodes.
Ooh, what's that?
You don't know?
No, Illinois, I'm overthinking. What is it?
Roseanne.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Roseanne's original run has some great Halloween episodes.
Yeah. Is the Connors still even on? Because that's just...
They might be in their last season. I feel like I saw something recently about that.
They kept going after what happened.
Well, yeah, they just flipped it. You know, there's still a cash cow there to make money from them. Shorty from Shameless, I think, is about to leave, so I think they decided to end the whole thing.
I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, you did throw a curveball first thing. came was The Simpsons. I mean, technically, what's her name had a Halloween episode, WandaVision.
Yes, the best episode that season.
Yeah, that's already the best episode. Was when what's his name showed up, wasn't it? When was that episode when Quicksilver showed up?
Yes. Y'all aren't watching Agatha, are you?
No, I'm one episode behind.
Oh, so I can spoil. I can spoil what I just watched then.
Hmm. No, don't do that. No reasons.
Shit.
I think Nick, I don't know if you too, Randy, are like, this show was super successful, but I don't know anybody who actually watches it. I think you and Nick are the only people I know that watch it.
Which one?
The Big Bang Theory.
I didn't know Nick watched it.
Really?
I mean, like, if I was running for president, I would ask motherfuckers, why don't y'all like The Big Bang Theory? What is the deal? Shit is funny.
I mean, with me, it's not that. I don't think it's just, I just never got into it. I'm sure it's funny.
Like, bro, like, the second spinoff starts in, like, a week.
Yeah,
Which one's that one?
Sheldon's older brother and his baby moms got married. So it's called Georgia and Mandy's First Wedding. So it's like season 2 has to be like second or something. I don't know. Like I'm curious as to why they named it First Wedding or First Marriage. So are we gonna like see them divorce and separate and then get back together? Dude, I can't find season 6 of The Conners started in February. But it doesn't say it's done.
Season 6.
But yeah, like Friends, How I Met Your Mother had some good episodes. I vaguely remember a good Fresh Prince episode. I want to say like in season 1, because Hillary had like Evander Holyfield or somebody show up, and they froze on me. Or they're just really uninterested.
Help me still. I don't know if that's my connection or Randy.
It's always mine.
Okay, he's moving again.
It's always my connection.
He said it's always.
So y'all didn't hear me talking about the Evander Holyfield Fresh Prince?
There you go.
Lie.
No?
Now he's cutting out again.
Son of a bitch.
Uh-oh. There he is.
No, now he's moving again.
And Georgia Tech just scored.
Yep, I just saw that. Not good. So.
There's no purpose in floating through Wikipedia. It's not like there's a page specifically for Halloween-themed sitcom episodes. But then, like, I personally don't. Y'all fuck with, like, American Horror Story? There's, like, a lot of horror-themed TV out there in general.
No. Like, if you think about it, Tales of the Crypt, and you pick anyone, like, every episode of that is basically a Halloween theme.
Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody checked out, I know Disney tried to bring Goosebumps back. Y'all watch that?
Yep.
Nah.
I know the first season. Yeah, it was actually pretty fun. Pretty fun. But I guess they're bringing a whole brand new cast and crew. They're trying to do it like as an anthology thing now.
That's cool.
So David Schwimmer's in the second season.
His name is Ross Geller.
Oh, I saw that poster. Yeah, that's one.
I showed y'all that.
Yeah.
And it does come out in January. Great marketing, Disney.
What the? Oh, excuse me for 1 second, fellas. Gotta adjust something.
Hey, bruh.
Uh-huh. Hold on 1 second.
Excuse these nuts. Let me see. Rocket, you ever watch Dexter?
Oh, man. It's one of my favorite shows ever. Love that.
The whole thing?
I've seen the whole thing, even New Blood.
I'm just saying, the original series, I think, falls off hard after season 6. Like, it falls off after season 4. But
it does.
after you got to give them a pass because how else were you going to follow up the Trinity Killer? So I can enjoy season 5.
Yeah.
And I'm a Doomsday Killer apologist. I just enjoy that season.
My thing about it too is like when his wife or the actress Julie Benz, when she died, I was like, oh snap! You know what I
Nobody
mean? Like,
saw that shit coming.
No, nobody seen it coming. And then they find the baby in the blood and all that. So like how he was, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So I mean John Lithgow, fantastic. But also as time went on, I felt like season 8, like it got out of hand. After season 5, okay, like 6 and 7, they could tell it was getting out of hand. So I think in season 8 they try to reel it in to a degree. The only thing I didn't like was his sister, Jennifer Carpenter, like how she died. Like I thought she was gonna pull through, and then she just started like seizing out. Like it was just weird. You know what I mean? Like,
no, like Dexter got one of the worst finales, hands down.
Yeah, I was like, what? So when they did New Blood, I was like, okay, so he's in upstate New York, where in the end of the series,
That's your neighborhood.
He was like in Montana or Wyoming or wherever the heck he was.
He was the paper towel guy.
Yeah, Braun, right? So basically, like, so he was out there doing that. So you're telling me wherever he went across country remember, he was in Miami, goes from Miami, goes that way to like the Northwest, it seems like, to then across the country again to New York. And what I did like about New Blood was in Dexter, he was, efficient.
Yeah.
He did his thing. I like how, because he didn't kill for so long, you could tell he knew how to kill, but he was rusty.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That, you know what I mean? So I like that touch of it. But from like what I'm hearing now is that they're doing a new series with Michael C. Hall, a new Dexter series. So is this like when he's a kid, or when he's younger, or
in December, Original Sin comes out. It's definitely a prequel series. Dexter in college, or like his first year in Miami PD.
Yeah,
but they are. I've heard they want to do.
This is what I wish that they would have brought back.
What's up?
Hello.
What?
Ain't nobody talking to Sigmund. I heard Showtime wants to do a Trinity Killer origin show. I heard they want to do a New Blood season 2, and I also did hear that they want to do something involving Michael C. Hall. But in December, Original Sin comes out.
Original Sin. See, what about New Blood? I wish they would have brought back Yvonne how do you pronounce his name? Stravinsky. So she, like, his girlfriend at the end of Dexter. I wish they would have brought her back, and I would have just ended New Blood differently. I would just ended it where she was part of that crew and not kill her off screen, and just like she would have taken the fall, and him and the son could have gotten away. You know what I mean? To extend it up, because you just don't bring a character like that. Because I feel like, Dexter season 8, the finale, terrible. Even New Blood was a slight improvement of season 8, but it wasn't any better.
But that's not a hard thing to do with given how bad season 8 was.
I think though,
that's the thing. If
they continue New Blood, Michael C. Hall's just the new Harry.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Right? That'd be fire. I think that'd be super dope.
Yeah.
I Googled Halloween themed sitcom episodes, and Eric, since you're the only one that I know has done a Brooklyn Nine-Nine run through, what is the episode titled Halloween 3 about? I need to know.
What is it? Yeah, I ain't seen it since its original run. Because they don't even show the titles before the episode, so I'm not sure which season is it.
Season 3, episode 5.
Oh, damn, you going way
back. It says, for their annual Halloween heist, the group tries to decide who is ultimate human genius, which involves Jake attempting to steal Holt's Medal of Valor, only leading to more nonsensical holiday hijinks.
No, it's just the title. They don't
it doesn't
necessarily.
Oh, that's lame.
But that's one of the better Halloween episodes. I remember just the one that is because they do something like that because they skip the season then they do it again with the metal. Yeah, none of y'all watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No.
I'm gonna take a step back from watching so many movies next year. I'm gonna watch so much fucking TV.
All right. So before
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is on my list.
Some bad news. I'm on borrowed time. I got about a half an hour. Look at the silence.
Okay.
It's deafening.
Okay. First of all, I didn't even expect you to show up. So whatever Eric time we can get is a bonus.
I appreciate that.
So if you got to balance, do what you got to do.
I just happen to have my iPad. I'm like, you know what? I can hop on here, but
I didn't even think you knew what time we was getting on because we getting on earlier than normal. And then I sent the email this morning.
Yeah, no, because I jumped in because I saw Rocket like 2 minutes. I'm like, you know what? I think I can hop on here. But yeah, you got to put Brooklyn Nine-Nine on your.
They got this Friends episode on here. Have y'all seen the Friends episode with Sean Penn?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Phoebe, Supergirl, and Chandler's in the Christmas Story bunny costume. And
because as goofy as she is, she looked good in that. I remember that her in that that costume.
That's a fact. Monica's Catwoman and Ross is dressed up like a big potato.
God, dog, that's him. Knucklehead still getting paid off those episodes.
Hey, cause they Ross and Chandler have that arm wrestling match, and they're both like weak as fuck. That shit was hilarious.
Oh man, yeah. You could go on and on. Because the original Goosebumps? I'm sure, even if y'all don't remember the episode, even if y'all haven't seen the episode, y'all have heard of the episode about the mask.
I was about to say the haunted mask.
Yeah,
I heard about it. Yeah,
I had that joint in the clam case when I was growing up.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest episodes in probably TV. It's just
was that a book or was that original for the show? I don't think that was a book.
I remember seeing it.
I feel like
I think it was original to the show, and then they made it into a book.
That has to be what happened.
They had the same mask on the cover of the book. I remember that. So yeah, they did it backward for that one.
I mean, shit. Since the clock's ticking for Eric, bro, like throw us some movies. Like, what movies do you have to like recycle every October? What do you like?
You'll see, what's the name?
Because like me and Nick, like we tell y'all like every day what we watching, but y'all too, y'all secretive and shit. So I want to know what y'all be watching.
Because I'm getting way better with Letterboxd since y'all put me on that. And my new thing is, you did. No, my thing is since 2017 and now 2019, the Happy Death Day movies.
Oh yeah,
they're good. They're good.
Yeah, and I watched that the other day with my sister. And
Christopher Landon just started plugging a new movie, but we need a third Happy Death Day.
I looked at that, and I guess I don't know. It's probably him that stepped back from it because Happy Death Day 2 wasn't a flop.
I think it underperformed.
But
I think like something like a real world event happened around that time, and it underperformed. And like Universal is just like being hoes about doing a third movie.
Yeah, but they gave him another movie though, which
Freaky,
yeah,
that was good too.
Yeah, it was. You know something? I'm gonna say this about Landon, the director, and you see it especially in Happy Death Day 2, with her mother, and you see it in Freaky. It's the scene, I don't know if y'all remember, in the dressing room. When the mother is, yes. Well, I think he's in a bathroom or he's on the other side of a door. I don't know if it's a bathroom stall or a dressing room. And she's talking to him, thinking he's somebody else, but it's actually her daughter. She's talking to him.
Oh, wait. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And Christopher Landon is real good at the dramatic stuff.
He's not.
You know what I mean? And Happy Death Day 2, when, because her mother in the first movie, and she goes, spoiler if y'all haven't seen Happy Death Day.
It's 5 years old.
Yeah, and it's not really a spoiler. In Happy Death Day 2, which switches genres, it goes to sci-fi territory. She's in a different dimension and her mother's alive. And there's some very touching moments that she has with the mother character.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just wanted to. I'm like, man, this dude is like got you teary eyed in a movie called Happy Death Day. To you,
Because I go back as far as Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I know he did a Paranormal Activity, but y'all know that's not my shit. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse is dope. His Happy Death Day movies are dope. Freaky is dope. He did a Netflix movie with Anthony Mackie. I want to say early last year that I haven't seen.
He did, didn't he? I think that's on my list, and I just forgot to watch it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, bro. Like once I hear a new movie is streaming, I like halfway check out.
Yeah, it's just so much stuff. Stuff slips through the cracks. You forget.
And I would 11 times out of 10 rather go to the theater.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, the Happy Death Day movies, and I guess some way somehow you have to fit in the original Halloween.
Just watched it today.
No, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, what you watching on? You gotta watch the Blu-ray.
Of course. Physical media for life, homie.
Yeah.
Physical media for life.
Randy's allergic to 4K. So.
That's not true. He's allergic to steelbooks.
No. If y'all was inside my crib right now, there are 4Ks and there are steelbooks. I will cave when that is the only way to purchase them.
I get that. So,
because
like me, I would.
True Lies is a must own.
Like as much as I like steelbooks and 4K, I had to go with Blu-ray of Inside Out too. The slip. The slip was better than
buy that ugly ass steelbook.
Damn, I don't know why that steelbook. Nah,
buy that ugly ass 4K steelbook. Freaky. It's called We Have a Ghost. I'm sure it's skewed more towards kids.
So there's a movie I don't think many people talk about. I enjoyed it. Hellfest.
I haven't seen it. I've heard.
Is that slasher or is that the devil?
It's slasher.
It's called Hellfest.
Hellfest. So basically, it takes place. The typical slasher flick or for Halloween is a bunch of kids, friends get together, go into a haunted house, and shit occurs. But it's this one slasher going after these kids. Now, there's a reason for that, which I'm not. You guys got to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually pretty solid to me, anyway. And I just say, check it out. It came out in 2018. I can't believe it's 6 years old already. And I was like disappointed that the way it ends, you're like, all right, we're gonna get a Hellfest 2. You would think
Smellfest.
And nah. I haven't heard nothing about it. You know what I mean? So, but like, it's definitely a watch. You definitely at least got to watch it.
Yo, but this new Christopher Landon movie is produced by Blumhouse and Platinum Dunes. This might be a shit show.
Oh, it is. Platinum Dunes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If it's there's always the if my theater gets it, I'll check it out because I think the premise is like this girl is getting like harassed by airdrop. It's like she's getting airdropped all this shit.
Interesting. They're using technology horror, huh?
Right? Did y'all see that John Cho movie that came out a couple months, like 6 weeks ago?
Nah, I took Nick's word on it.
He said it was trash, right?
What was it called?
I think Afraid.
Afraid, yeah, with the play on AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good, straight up. I'm good. That actually came here.
Oh wow. What about? Let me ask y'all this: any of these movies, the new movie is killing it at the box office, but then again, it only has a $2 million budget. The Terrifier movies.
Oh, bro! Like, I told Rocket what the game was when we did the fourth quarter preview. I'm interested. But I'm just not in for that shock value shit. It looks like it's shock value over everything else.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the movies?
No.
I've seen the first two.
So, Rocket, you've seen the second one, the infamous bedroom scene.
Yeah.
It's gore porn.
Doesn't the chick get like
That's-
skinned or some shit?
She gets everything in
There
this
you
scene
go.
I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Damn.
If this describing the stuff, YouTube is, gonna get you demonetized.
I'm straight, bro.
But
No,
you
bro.
know
I
what?
said
gotta give it-
I
gotta give it
avoided
to
that
you.
word in my smile review because I thought of you while I was recording my smile review, and I was like, "Yo, I can't say this word." Eric said I can't say this word on YouTube, so I had to reword the
Man.
the smile transition.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's but I gotta give it to especially Terrifier 2. That scene is so the bedroom scene. It's so over the top, but the makeup effects so good.
And it's
It's
practical.
really
And it's
yeah.
practical.
It's all practical.
I would
And
hope
this
so.
dude is like you say, skinning and breaking bones and hands and yeah, and like whoo, yeah. It's definitely it's.
I'm cool off what they be doing in them Chicago alleys.
So my introduction to the Terrifier franchise was Terrifier 2. There was
Mhm.
the Steelbook looked so good. I had to buy
Yeah.
the Steelbook. So I bought. Yeah, bro.
I got into a franchise because of steelbook cover art.
Hey, the Steelbook looked so good. I was like, all right. So I bought Terrifier 2. I'm like, this is stupid.
That's cinephile
I
logic,
got
baby.
Terrifier 2,
Yep.
and I didn't even see any of this. So I went back, watched the first one. First one was pretty solid. Like I heard what they were about, but the first one was pretty solid. Okay.
Dollar store Pennywise.
The second one, bigger budget,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more over the top. The second one, I think it was more of a gore fest,
Yeah.
but it's some weird shit, bro. It's
It
like
is.
it's weird. But the thing is, this like this third one,
Weird for Minnesota or weird for New York?
just weird in life, just weird in life. Okay, so
Right.
so this third one is, I'm probably gonna end up buying it because I gotta complete it.
Yeah.
It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't.
Go watch that shit. My theater got that shit, so I know you got 90
Oh, really?
theaters that got that shit.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just gonna
bro,
wait
I'm
till
telling
we're
you.
watching.
I'm watching Smile 2 yesterday, and all I can hear in the other theater is screaming. So, oh, that has to be Terrifier.
Terrifier
Oh,
3.
That has to be Terrifier.
Yeah,
But yeah,
And
it's expanding. But now go ahead, John.
but it's over. It's like Eric said, it's definitely over the top.
Yeah.
It's
No.
like if
Sylvester
if a person
Stallone
breaks-
arm wrestling is over the top.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good one too. I got that one, right? So it's like someone could fracture their arm. Okay, they snap it from the elbow going inward. Okay, it's a fracture. And Terrifier, and not only does it fracture, then it goes through their mouth. Then it goes.
Ugh.
It's like
Yeah.
it's to the point where I gotta give credit to Damon Leone. I mean, he directs, writes all this stuff, and
To
like
have
Eric
the
said,
idea.
He
Yeah.
need a straight
Yeah.
jacket too.
I mean, my thing is you hit it with that bedroom scene. It's crazy.
Mhm.
See,
To put it best, but
way back in y'all day, because I ain't exist yet. Way back in y'all day, motherfuckers thought that like John Carpenter and Wes Craven was crazy.
Yeah.
They tame as hell compared to the horror creators today.
Like,
I
they-
gotta say, now go ahead. This
He
is
like-
one thing.
like the way he thinks, to think of this shit is I don't even know. That's like I could think of some wild stuff, but not like this.
Now Terrifier 3, which I have nobody's seen it, right? In here.
No.
So I know there's
So-
already got the word. There's,
Motherfuckers put an Eminem song on film.
there's a scene that supposedly one-ups the bedroom scene in the new one.
But-
It involves a chainsaw.
I was about to say, I
on
think
a
Nick
couple
said
in
that
the
it
shower.
didn't.
Yeah, I remember Nick did. But the details of it is interesting, with what he does with the chainsaw.
Oh
Ain't-
man,
Anal?
I don't even want to know.
Yeah. Look at
I
right.
don't.
I heard somewhere that there was rectal
Yeah.
sphincter.
Oh man, I don't know.
And so the budget for the second one was $300,000. Hey, look how good that looked.
Yeah,
The budget for
Terrifier
the new
3,
one,
300,001.
300,001, and the budget for the new one is $2 million. Now imagine
Yeah.
how crazy.
and it's already
Yeah.
made its budget. It's
Yeah,
already
it-
profited. So
It made its
Sorry,
budget back on Thursday night.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
on the night.
Straight up.
But I want to ask y'all this.
So if y'all crazy motherfuckers and y'all nasty ass motherfuckers keep watching this shit, I think
they
dude
gonna make a
said,
fourth one.
yeah, I think dude said he gonna end the story with 4. But if 4
Yeah.
makes makes outgrosses whatever big comic book movie is in the theater against it, is he gonna want to do 5?
Nah, I'll tell you why. Because he's already, I think he has a lot of integrity about himself. Because after Terrifier 2, he turned down a lot of major studios gave him offers.
I'm about to say that's what's gonna happen after he completes his story. He's gonna get a major horror franchise.
Yeah, they gave him studios offer to do Terrifier 3, but he turned it down because they're not gonna do the unrated thing because the greedy executives. And then they're probably slapping himself in the face because the third one independently is making all his money.
Yep.
But that's the thing though too is damn near all his money now though.
But that's the thing is, he has full control of this. He gets to write like none of the Terrifier ones have any rating. There's no rating. So my thing is you built this franchise with your own hands.
That's
you wrote it,
crazy.
directed it, everything. You did. You built nothing and made it something big.
Bro.
Now, like Eric's saying, all these big companies or studios want to offer all this money, but now you're working for them. Like you may have your idea for your own story, and they're gonna be like, no, we're gonna change this, we're gonna change that.
As soon as you agree to work for a studio, as soon as you agree to let a studio get involved, the studio basically says, nah, this is ours now, change this.
You're right.
Yeah, that's and I think I honestly think he will end up working for a studio, but after
eventually
he's done with his Terrifier stuff. After that, then that's different.
It's so crazy, and it's low-key really fucking inspirational how the third movie in a cult franchise with no major distribution finds bumfuck Del Rio, Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess thank the manager there.
After I didn't get no Fablemans, after I didn't get X, Y, and Z, fucking Maxine, Blink Twice, fuck the manager here.
You didn't get Maxine?
I didn't get Maxine. I saw it for the first time 3 days ago.
A couple of days ago, yeah, that makes sense. Wow, you didn't get the Fableman, that Steven Spielberg?
I didn't get West Side Story or the Fablemans. Fuck the manager here.
Spielberg? Yeah, he don't like Steven Spielberg.
Exactly.
Either that or they like mass killing down there. So it's like
I'm trying to move.
Yeah. But I tell you what sucks here. I gotta get because when I was in North Texas, Cinemark was everywhere. And I was going there. I was, going to the movie theaters no less than twice a week. So the closest Cinemark by me now is 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's with good traffic. So AMC, I gotta get the A-list.
I'd go anywhere else.
That's what. It's funny because I know in Chicago, my boys from there, and we went and we saw. Back in the day, it was called Showplay 16.
Wow. Yeah.
Remember that?
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
And the funny thing is, the place we go to that used to be a Showplay 16, and AMC bought them out. Mm-hmm. Now that spot is called AMC's Showplay 16 because they kept the Showplay 16. But that's the spot we go to. But I love that theater. And AMC, like, the best deal is that A-list. For $24, $25, you get to see 12 movies a month.
Hey, I saw Smile for free yesterday because of my membership.
And that's the thing. It's just wild, And if you play it right, you could basically see 6 movies in a row. If you go on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or you can go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because it starts on Friday again. So you can go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for that 1 week, and then the new week you go Friday. You know what I mean? You can see 6 movies in a row.
All right, I'm gonna keep that in mind definitely because I still got like $15 in my the Cinemark top to bottom has the best rewards program. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't know. Because you get automatic 20. Because I got platinum status, of course.
Okay.
You get 25% off.
I'm trying to get the diamond status.
And I'm about to make myself mad. But anyway,
just move back, homie.
Yeah, but now, but I wanted to point something out. Do a little segue to another series that I watched on Halloween with Terrifier, with all the gore and all this stuff that's just commonplace. Now,
y'all need Jesus.
Now, what is his name? I think it's John Carl Buechler. He directed Friday the 13th, Part 7.
Oh, the one I liked when I was a kid, but now I think it's kind of underwhelming.
But you know what's great about that one? I agree with you. I don't know, that's weird. It's kind of like that with me too.
Cause like y'all know, like we all came up in similar times. USA always every Friday the 13th used to have marathons, and like in the New Blood, when he's chasing the one chick and she ends up in a barn, and like you can see like there's a gap between like the dirt and the wood or some shit. I always thought that was like so fucking creepy. And like, I always had like that's burned in my head that like Jason was gonna get her, and obviously he did.
I remember that movie so vividly. Like, she got dressed up. Like, where was she going?
Right? Because like
she just got
they was off in the cut.
That's his name, John Carl Buechler. He's one of the few filmmakers to be involved in the Halloween series and the Jason series.
Not as a director.
And the Friday the 13th. Yeah, he was. They brought him in for the reshoots of Halloween 4 to make it more gorier.
Word.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I clicked on this motherfucker's name on Letterboxd for nothing. Hold on. So he was directing his own Jason movie, and they just called him to come across the cut to reshoot a Halloween movie in the same year.
That's crazy. That's
wild.
Right?
That's wild.
Because he was good, and that goes to what I'm saying.
Yo, so it's his fault that when Michael put his thumb in that dude's forehead, that shit haunted the fuck out of me.
That's specifically the scene he did.
That haunted the fuck out of me. Like, I was like, I was legit like 12, 13 years old, should not have been scared. I watched that shit at a friend's house and was like, oh no, that's too fucked up.
Yeah. Because supposedly he reshot the whole scene. It was just, it's supposed to be just like his hand coming up in a cutaway, and then they go to the next morning. You see the ambulance in the ditch or the river, and Loomis is discovering it. But now he shot a whole death scene.
The evil is gone.
Paramedics. But no, so Part 7. Do any of y'all have it on DVD?
Not anymore. I don't think I ever did.
Got on 4K.
You got on 4K.
Never heard of her.
Did you get that box?
Yeah, I got the box. Yeah, I got the one from Screen Factory that had Curse. What is it? H2O and all that. Yeah.
No, I mean,
I was about to say, I thought we were talking about Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Yeah, I got. Yeah,
on 4K.
Yeah. No, I got the box. I think you're talking about Halloween.
So Friday the 13th Part 7. I want y'all to look on that on the special features. I think they carried over. They have deleted scenes on there
from Halloween 4.
Friday Part 7. Go ahead. It's Kane Hodder and the director, R.I.P. He passed away actually.
Friday the 13th Part 7, X-Men.
Look at the when y'all watch that movie again. Look at the death scenes in the regular version of the movie. So literally, they're all cuts. There's like almost no blood to a degree if you look at it.
He wasn't involved in like the makeup or nothing, was he?
Oh yeah.
When she rips Jason mask off, that shit is so gnarly.
There's a reason this Jason has the best look. When you see he's decomposing, his spine is exposed. Yeah. This is one of the best looks of Jason. And you see his knees and like his bones are showing. And you see the cracked mask. You see the teeth on the side. And when
it's been a year.
So remember, there's a deleted scene. It's on the DVD or it's carried over to the Blu-ray. Watch the deleted scenes. Okay. The black couple, there's only one.
in 7?
Yeah, Part 7. And he grabs the black guy. He grabs his head, and then it cuts away. Like, man, I wish. And it sucks because the footage is lost and can never be restored. They showed it's like the deleted scene is like a VHS copy work print.
And Eric, this is what happened in the scene. Eric got cut out.
Hell yeah.
That. That's what happened.
So you good and I'm good. I ain't never seen a third party cut out when we straight. It's always me.
It's always you.
Damn, Jason got the black guy.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, God.
I'm the host. I can say the wild shit though. Hey, but like keeping it with Friday the 13th though, like when Part 6, like I told my wife the other day, like Part 6 is when he becomes zombie Jason. I think Part 6 is damn near everybody's favorite, probably because that's when he becomes zombie Jason. Eric still ain't sneezed, but it's like then like I don't know, I'm thinking like 2-3 things at the same time, and I guess Eric had to go. After, like, what's dope to me about 7 is after basically the unofficial Tommy Jarvis trilogy, we get Jason versus a girl. But after the Tommy Jarvis trilogy, the New Blood is kind of a letdown. Jason Takes Manhattan is kind of a letdown. I hope I'm steering the ship when I say that generally everybody knows Jason Goes to Hell is dog shit. Like,
oh, it's terrible. The best part of that movie was at the end when Freddy's hand comes out and pulls the hand out.
Hard
pulls
facts.
The mask down.
That oh man, Jason Goes to Hell is so bad. Like, New Line is just like, fuck it, we'll take Jason off Paramount hands and we'll put together one of the worst fucking Jason movies ever. If it's not the worst.
Because of that scene, though, that's what brought about Freddy versus Jason. Like,
facts.
Come on, like that's, you know. Also, was it Jason 10 when he's in outer space? The best part of that whole movie itself was when he comes out in the chrome movie.
Yeah. That movie's so goofy. I don't think it's horrible because it's so goofy.
And I think that's the thing, though, too, is whether it's Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, in the first couple of each franchise, you know, Friday 13 1 through the first 3, or Halloween the first 2, Nightmare on Elm Street the first couple of ones. It's the character. You can only do so much.
Yeah.
With the same thing over and over. Like, what is it? The Curse of Michael Myers. That's one with Paul Rudd. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Michael Myers is Satan. You tell him he has 6. None of that was eaten. Nah, come on. Like, that's what I'm saying. Is like, it starts getting goofy. Even Freddy.
That's the big studio thing.
Exactly.
John Carpenter ain't had no input after part 3.
Nope.
That's why the Thorn trilogy's so trash.
It is. It's like, it's funny because Halloween 1 and 2, which to me, I know they retconned Halloween 2, the original one.
Quick interruption. Quick question.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite Halloween timeline?
I forget what the hell it's called, but it's the one with the original 1 and 2.
H2O?
H2O. That's the one.
That's why because you don't have to watch Resurrection. Like, Resurrection is incredibly bad too.
Oh God!
But
the rhymes would come. Oh man!
Trick or treat, motherfucker!
Yeah. Oh my God!
But it's like, if you want, you can cut that shit off at H2O, and it's kind of a really dope trilogy.
It is. Because like, what? Let's go to Halloween. The first one and the second one. When John Carpenter did this, little did we know, or he even knew, Halloween was a B flick. It wasn't supposed to be what it turned out to be. That's why
I consider it the best horror movie of all time.
Same with me. Hence, it did so well, he did Halloween 2. Well, the funny thing is this. Michael Myers' story ended in Halloween 2.
Yeah.
That was it. When Halloween 3 came out, everybody was excited, and then they came out with Season of the Witch, which now, looking back at
cult
it,
classic.
It's a cult classic. When it first came out, people were pissed off. We were like, where's Jamie Lee? Where's Michael Myers? What is this thing with kids putting on masks and snakes coming? Like, it was weird.
Facts.
But everybody wanted Michael Myers.
Yup.
Right? Well, the Halloween franchise was supposed to be an anthology story.
I think it was supposed to be an anthology story after 2. If he would have went into the first one with the logic,
yes.
if this franchise's 2 needs to be a completely different thing, it would have succeeded, possibly. But two great movies with Michael Myers, yeah, the third movie, the public is going to turn their nose up and want the same antagonist.
And the funny thing is this.
Or if they would have done that Marvel thing and stuck to their fucking guns and did 4 as a different story, it still could have worked.
Yeah, because, I mean, at the end of the original Halloween 2, you know, it's funny because when they retconned it, it kind of, I think that was BS because you started the new trilogy. So it was supposed to be the original and then the new trilogy.
18?
Yeah, 2018, which...
I'm not mad at 18 retconning that shit.
Me neither.
It worked.
Like, H2O 2018, Halloween 2018 was great. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It's everything that came out after that was not good.
Initially, out of the theater, I thought Kills was kind of a letdown. But
It
upon
was.
rewatches, I think Halloween Kills gets better, and then seeing Halloween Ends, Halloween
it's a
Kills might as
masterpiece.
well be fucking The Godfather.
But that's the thing. Remember last year we talked about this? When you like, Rocky, you see Halloween Ends, I'm like, well, I'll say this, Halloween Kills just moved up the rankings. Remember I
Right?
told you that?
Facts.
Because it was so Halloween, like, come on. You made Michael Myers this icon. Remember, people forget.
Made him into a withered old man.
Man, and which makes sense, but also he's supposed to be some sort of supernatural being.
Yeah.
But that said,
Well,
you made this iconic. I mean, he is. If you think about it, no matter who your favorite character is, whether it's Freddy, whether it's Jason, whether it's Michael Myers, whether it's Ghostface or whoever,
here.
Michael Myers is the Godfather. That franchise started because of them. Spin-off franchises like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, those are, when you think of horror icons, that's who you think.
Yeah.
When you think of cult icons of horror, you have Sam from Trick or Treat. You have Art the Clown from Terrifier. Those are cult icons.
Facts.
But then Michael Myers, that franchise, John Carpenter started that. They even said, like, I have what is it? It's it's called
Sleepaway Camp.
Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake.
The documentary.
The documentary of Friday the 13th. They straight up said we did a Halloween ripoff. They just straight up said it. We just wanted to get into this franchise or into this genre, and we just took it where I just saw that where
I didn't see the score. I just saw I saw the 2 points count.
Right. So basically, they just took it where we just, instead of doing it here, we just put it in a camp, and then we have this. Part 1 was the mom. Part 2, and it's like and Nightmare on Elm Street was fantastic.
What are we talking about is like the golden age of slashers? You want to say like the original Chainsaw to the original Scream, the original Chainsaw to Child's Play, the original Halloween to Child's Play?
See, and my thing is this. I would say the original Halloween to Child's Play.
I think, personally, I think the original Friday the 13th is by far the weakest of all those original movies.
I agree.
And I don't know, I really don't know why, because they did something different. Well, I don't know, because in 1980, if I could take a time machine and be around motherfuckers, like, oh, damn, first of all, it was a female. Second of all, it was a mom basically getting revenge for her son. That should stand out and be like an iconic movie. Yeah, for whatever reason, it doesn't hold up against the original Halloween, the original Nightmare, the original Child's Play.
Because look, check this out. Freddy Krueger, just a
game changer.
Thought of it. Game changer, because this is a guy who was in a neighborhood who's basically a pedophile.
Yeah, see, my wife dislikes the remake because they say he was doing the dirt and then comes back and basically like Nick put in his caption the other day. He's doing the dirt and then comes back and still kills his victims. But I feel like if they were to do another Nightmare on Elm Street remake, they need to say, hey, this motherfucker was innocent. He got burned alive because of ignorance and a lack of facts. So he comes back and haunts these kids and kills them because he was innocent in the first place.
Okay, so here's the thing. When I first saw the original Friday the 13th, the way they explained it, now I haven't seen it in forever, and I just ordered it, the 4K one, so I'm going to rewatch that.
He was killing kids.
He was killing kids. But your take is way better.
Right.
Because if you think about it, why would I do these things to these kids, these families' kids? The townspeople kill me. Now my revenge is to kill you after I did bad?
Yeah.
Anybody else would think he got what he deserved.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The take of he was innocent all along and just got blamed for it because he was some weirdo looking, or he was just weird. That's the story.
Because it's like,
now I'm going to take my revenge out.
If he's innocent, why is he making that glove at the very beginning? Because he's alive at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Of the original.
Yeah. Original.
So he's a child. He's a child murderer in the original. He's a pedophile in the remake, guilty in both movies.
Yep. So it's and that's the thing is, you're guilty in both movies. The townspeople kill you, and you're mad that they killed you for doing bad. Like that's the thing about.
I mean, in his defense, anybody's gonna be mad that they were killed.
Yeah, very true, very true. But also, the funny thing about like these franchises, like Friday the 13th, though, has the best trivia. Who is the killer? If you ask any normal person,
does it? Yeah, Scream.
Yeah,
Scream.
Yeah,
you got to specify which part, because
exactly.
Like us, like Drew Barrymore. In her defense, Casey Becker was not a cinephile, so yeah, she's gonna say Jason. But if my significant other is tied up outside my back porch, and who was the killer in Friday the 13th? I'm like, well, first of all, bitch, which part are we talking about?
That's the thing. That one, because the first one, it's the mom.
Yeah.
Also, everybody knows Jason is the hockey mask, but people forget he got that in Jason Part 3 3D when Shelley had the mask. Shelley had the mask, and he basically started wearing it in Part 3, which is crazy because when you think of Michael Myers' mask, it's Halloween. Freddy Krueger with the claws here. When you see the mask, of course people think of Jason, but he didn't have it. Remember, he wasn't even the killer of his own franchise in the first one.
Yeah.
He started killing in the second one, which is wild because they don't explain that shit. He just has a bag with one eye hole in it. Because remember, at the end of one, he hops out of the lake. Now, was she traumatized? Did that really happen? Did she just flip the boat and flipped out?
Yeah.
Like, they don't really explain how he came back.
At the end of the original, he's still like child Jason.
Child Jason. Because remember, at the end, when she flips out, they zoom in back in the lake, and you see a little bubble pop up in the lake.
I don't know if I ever saw the bubble.
Yeah, the bubble pops up. It has like the wrinkle in the water of it. So it's like, oh, he's alive. He's still alive. So that did happen. He did jump up and grab her. But yet, in the second one, he's off already killing people left and right.
Grown as fuck, right?
Yeah.
So,
He must have been good.
The Friday the 13th franchise, to me, like, the continuity is non-existent.
No.
We're going to break after this. But it's like, the first 3 movies all take place within the course of like 72 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we say Part 6 was Zombie Jason, where he started. But honestly, he was Zombie Jason the whole time. He just like found steroids for Part 6. Because like he would die and just come back. And just do his thing.
And that's the thing about those two, is like all these franchises, Halloween, especially the main 3, Halloween, Friday 13, Nightmare on Elm Street. There's some wacky shit in all of them, but I just wish it wasn't wacky to a point where
I think depending on your timeline, Nightmare and Halloween have solid continuity.
Yeah, like you said, depending on the timeline.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like, if you think about even Halloween 2, Jamie Lee Curtis shoots him in the eyes. And he's still alive, swinging the knife. Like, it's just wild. It's just wild stuff. It's just wild stuff.
He got a little scalpel.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, nobody's thinking of that. You're immersed in that movie.
That's a fact.
You're not thinking of that. So at the end of the day, though, is
another like really trippy scene is where he has like a scalpel or whatever, and he puts he puts it in the back of that nurse and just like picks her up off her feet. It's like and then I think, don't they like zoom in on his eyes or some shit, or is that when he's holding the other nurse down into the hot tub?
Holding the other nurse down in the hot tub.
Like that, like those, like in the 80s, bro. Like those are unsettling images.
And that's the thing is, people also got to realize, I'm it's 2024. It's 2024. But back then, when those movies were made, that was terrifying,
bro. That's why the original Chainsaw is unsettling, and some of those Halloweens are unsettling, and that's why I'll never watch shit like Terrifier, because I'm a bitch. Like a very tight shot on an eyeball will freak me out.
But the funny thing is this: so the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one I have is the one with Jessica Biel. Okay,
underrated. I think it's one of the
Underrated.
best horror remakes ever.
Same. That's the reason why I have it. I don't even have the original. Do you know why?
No.
The original is so grimy
It
and
is.
dirty looking
Yes.
that I'm like, I don't even want, like, I remember watching it. I had to take I feel like taking a shower in Clorox, bleach. You know what I mean? Like, it's so dirty and grimy. Like, it just makes you feel.
Dude, we're talking about those though. If we're gonna talk about Chainsaw, hold on, let's break and then we'll talk about Chainsaw.
Got it.
All right, so what I was saying, of all the major horror franchises, and if y'all block me, unfollow me, curse my name, tell me to eat shit, I don't care. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre damn near might be the worst of all the major slasher horror franchises. One is one. You either love it or you don't. The original is like you said, it's a dirty, grimy ass, unsettling movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Tobe Hooper stuck the fucking landing.
Oh yeah.
And this is what might get me canceled among the horror community. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 sucks.
Oh, it's not good.
I don't like the Dennis Hopper Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But then the Viggo Mortensen one is bad. The Matthew McConaughey one is bad.
That was, I mean, put it like this. The thing's called like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation.
The Next Generation. Renee Zellweger.
So, Renee Zellweger, Matthew McConaughey, if you realize, I didn't know this, it was so bad, they wanted to have their names taken off the poster.
I believe that shit. I think I read that.
And then when it came to like their credentials, they didn't want to have nothing to do with it. Like, they wanted to erase that from time.
Peak game though. I think they filmed it before he did Days and Confused. It didn't come out till like he did like Contact and A Time to Kill. Like, they had that shit in their back pocket until those two became stars. Like Jerry Maguire, you know what I'm saying?
I get that.
And then I am probably in the minority saying that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake is arguably better than the original.
I think the original and the remake are the best two.
Facts. And then the beginning, the prequel to the remake, I remember watching it when I was in the military. And like when they like T-boned the cow, I think I turned it off. I was like, all right, this shit is gross. But I rewatched it like 2 years ago, and it's not the worst. But then...
Which one is the one with Alexandra Daddario?
I was finna get there. That one is horrible. She's the only reason to watch that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The prequel to that with Steven Dorff is ass. And then the one that came out on Netflix like 2 years ago is ass.
Not good.
Is ass.
I stopped watching it halfway. And the funny thing is I think they brought back the nurse or something like that, or one of the characters from the original.
I think they brought back the final girl, the Marilyn Chambers, whatever her name is.
That's what it was. Yep.
Because they did the Halloween 2018 shit and tried to retcon everything.
Yeah, it was not good.
So she's like just the survivor who tries to like come in like Carol from The Walking Dead, and it's ass cheeks.
But like I said, when it comes to that franchise, like Leatherface is Leatherface. That franchise has its fans, which it should. Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
People forget when it comes to movies or TV shows or anything like this is what you and I may think is a great show or the greatest movie ever. To someone else, it could be the worst movie ever. Shit. And what we think is dog shit could be everybody. Whenever we see a movie and say, "No, that movie sucked," remember, somebody out there, that's their favorite movie of all time. To them.
I say that shit all the time. Every form of entertainment has a fan. Mm-hmm. Everything ever created to entertain has at least one fan.
Absolutely. And trust me, I got enough shit that's terrible in my collection, but I watch it because it's one of those movies where it's a guilty pleasure. Yep. It's not great. But it's to me enjoyable.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's just opinion. Like I said, that's all. But I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise could have been done a lot better. But I think, I agree with you. The first two, like the original and the remake, are the best two out of everything that's in that series. I know the like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 with Dennis Hopper. I know people that one has fans.
That one has a lot of fans.
I get it. But at the end of the day, it's so I think the remake is still better than most of the franchise.
Yeah, I have the remake ranked over the original. So sue me.
So and the funny thing is this though too is
don't at me because I don't care.
I know they took, certain liberties here. Like the original and the remake has some differences, but if you think about it, they could have made that as one of the sequels, and that probably would have been, like I said, better than what came out.
Yeah, hell yeah. But it's like,
I was excited for the Netflix one, and yet when I saw that, I was like, "This is not good. This is terrible."
It got caught in the COVID release shit that, like, I think it had a theatrical date, and then new waves of COVID kept popping up, so they just sold that shit to Netflix. I think Legendary did. But it's like at a point, I want to say to Viggo Mortensen, maybe I don't know about the Next Generation, but the Viggo Mortensen movie, possibly all the way through The New Beginning, New Line had the rights to that shit, and then Lionsgate did the Alexandra Daddario and the prequel, and then I don't know if a major studio outside of Legendary Studios was behind the Netflix movie. But it's like, bro, like, get better writers or some shit. 'Cause them motherfuckers suck.
It was not good.
But speaking of shit that some people like and some people don't, when's the last time you did a full Saw binge?
Man, it's been a while. And I'll be honest with you. I was into Saw until they killed off Donnie Wahlberg's character. And like now, like I said, I've seen the other ones.
Was that 5?
I think so. When he was tied up in those two big.
Hey, bro, but them big ass blocks of ice came through. Big Gallagher, like, his whole head, bro.
Oh my god! I was like, I'm done with this because it's funny because that franchise I had certain characters. Like
so you're a New Kids on the Block fan?
No, hell no. Right, but like I liked his character, Donnie Wahlberg's character in the franchise. And I like Dina Meyer, his partner. I like her, and she got killed. And like after a while, I was like, all right. But then you have Shawnee Smith.
Because bro,
the first one,
somebody in the writers' room just was watching Scream, and they was just like, everybody dies but us.
And that's the thing. It's to me at one point like Shawnee Smith was there.
She's in 10. She's in 10.
Right? Like that was I thought she was going to be like the Neff Campbell of Saw to a degree.
No.
They have this, you know what I mean? Like I thought she survived, So my thing is this is at the end of the day is she was in one, now she's a father. And this and Tobin Bell was fantastic. And how many times does this guy have to die? That's the thing is it's just different. I feel like Saw, like we were just talking about Terrifier, about being gross. It's like that's what Saw is, but it's hate to say this, but to a lesser degree because the studios can corral it and just maintain it to that.
Well, also the MPAA. I'm sure the MPAA went to Damien Leone, whatever his name is, was like, yo, you got to cut this out if you want to R. And he just said no. So they said nope. X or not rated.
Yep, not rated. That's it. And that's the thing is like Saw to me is some of it is over the top. Some of the kills are cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff is like, all right, what else can you come up with? Like, give me something fresh and new.
Hey, we're 11 months from Saw 11, so they still have ideas.
And that's why now when a franchise is like, franchise this, the final chapter, the final this, so I'm like, nothing's ever final.
Nothing's ever final, bro.
Nothing's ever final. Unless it's like the final whatever, and it is the final one, and then like 5 years, 6 years later, they reboot it. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And at least, final is final. Friday 13, the final chapter of what? They just kept going. It's never a final,
Let's see. A New Beginning. Was A New Beginning even a new beginning? Because that wasn't even Jason.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
And see.
I don't get it.
I'm on the verge of losing my train of thought. But so, like, I don't know, like that's the loophole that Saw keeps finding, because the last 3 have tinkered in, like, including the one that's about to come out next year, have tinkered with prequel territory.
See, and that's the thing about the Saw franchise. It's
Spiral, the Chris Rock movie that may never get a follow-up, is kind of disconnected from the whole joint.
But it is. But also, it was like, supposedly this takes place. That's the thing. Like, Saw, I'm just making shit up now because they all just merged together. Saw 7 is really Saw 1, and Saw 6 is really Saw 4, and Saw 4 is really Saw 5. It's a fucking mess.
You can say 8 is really 1.
Yeah,
7 is 3D.
But
3D is the one that's truly dog shit out of the whole lot.
But my thing is that's one thing about franchises. It's if this is good, like say you do the first one of a franchise, and the second one is pretty good as well, maybe we do the prequel early enough in the franchise, not 10, because now what that tells me as a franchise, that means the box office numbers are dwindling, and now you're just milking it. So now this is how it all started. We're gonna go back to it. This is something different, but to show how it started.
Maybe I've matured, because like I used to do the binges and watch the Saw movies, and it was like, oh, that's gross. I'm watching it, but it's nasty. When I did my binge before Spiral, I got really interested in like the cop investigation aspect of the whole story. I don't know why, but like I like the detective aspect all the way through.
And that's the thing is this. That's why I liked Saw 1 until Saw 5 when Wahlberg died.
Yeah.
Because of the like you had what was going on with the games, with the Saw games and all that, but you also had the other part of the story, which was the detective.
Yeah.
Peter Meyer, that, like, what the hell's going on? Why is this happening? Like, that's what made it intriguing. After when he died, I was like,
But then, like, I like 6 because he's targeting, like, the big medical insurance companies and how dirty and unmoral they are.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
there's always a Jigsaw lesson to be learned.
And it is, but then with Tobin, the thing is this, with Jigsaw, Tobin Bell's character, he's just he's a human being.
Yeah.
He's not like Freddy or
That's
Jason
the thing. Like, motherfuckers hear Jigsaw, but the visual in their brain goes to Billy the Puppet.
That's not Jigsaw.
Billy is not Jigsaw, right?
Jigsaw. It's Tobin Bell.
Yep.
Tobin Bell is Jigsaw. He's just his sign, not even a sign, like his representation is Billy the Puppet.
Yeah.
That's his representation. But Jigsaw is Tobin Bell, and he's just a human being. Yeah.
That's
he's
a fact.
sick. He's he has cancer, whatever, we know that. But the thing about it is he's not like Freddy or Michael Myers or Jason, where like they have the supernatural aura around him. He doesn't have that, and yet guys died about 87 times in these movies, and he's still alive.
That's a fact.
It's like, okay.
So, lane change right quick, because it just popped in my head. What's your October Stephen King go-to?
Ooh.
Cause he got multiple genres, multiple different types of horror.
One of my favorite ones, it's a John Carpenter one, but it's Stephen King. Christine. Christine's
just bought it, never seen it. Don't kill me.
No, it's a good one. Cujo.
Just bought it, never seen it. Don't kill me.
Put it like this. I've seen Cujo. I just got it from Kino Lorber on 4K. It's still unopened, but I've seen that movie a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But man, shit. Like, people could say, it. I get it. I get that.
Check the T, homie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Check the T, homie. Killing Joke.
That's dope. But to me, I would go with Christine. Christine, to me, is good. He has that's the thing, is he's got so many, and I know there's other ones that I'm not even thinking of, because those are just the two. Like, Christine and Cujo were the two that I grew up watching. That's and
Yeah.
then It, the TV show, not even the movie. It, the TV show.
That's my
You know,
favorite miniseries ever. I watched that shit at 4 years old, and that shit haunted me for years.
Bro, with Tim Curry.
Yeah, iconic.
So I have it's a documentary on it, and so I think the company's name who released it was TerraVision.
I want to see that shit.
It's fantastic.
I know what you're talking about.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Definitely got to watch it. And I guess they're coming out with a TV show on Max called Derry. Welcome to Derry.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see it, just to see.
As long as they stick to the book.
Yeah.
Because the miniseries touches on Pennywise haunting Derry in the past, and the Andy Muschietti movies do briefly, very, very briefly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't want Warner Brothers to hire writers to create original Pennywise stories.
Yeah.
That's trash. And we know Warner Brothers sucks.
Like Salem's Lot. I want to see the new one. First off, I'm a little upset because it was supposed to get a theatrical release, and they moved it to Max.
But Batgirl was unreleasable.
Which I don't even know. And I still haven't seen it. Don't get me wrong, I haven't seen it. But also the original Salem's Lot, like when they did it, I know they sell it on Blu-ray. Great.
Yeah.
If you think it was a 3-part miniseries on TV, it was made for TV. So what they did was on the Blu-ray, they just basically edited it together.
Yeah.
You could tell when this episode ends because it just goes to black and then it comes back. So it's like it's wild.
Maybe it's just cutting the commercial.
Well, that's what it was, pretty much. But it's Stephen King though. He has Needful Things, Dead Zone. He's got so many things out there. Pet Cemetery. It can go Carrie.
Yeah.
On and on.
Another, one of my favorite unhappy endings of all time.
Mm-hmm.
The Mist.
Bro, I feel like this. It's funny.
I don't even think that's the ending of the book.
Man. I saw, so they re-released The Mist on 4K and all this other stuff. Bought it, and I switch out my list. I switch out my list for Halloween this year, but I saw it last year, The Mist. And that was the first, I always heard of the movie.
That was the first time you ever saw it last year?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But the funny thing is prior to it, I knew how it ended. I already knew, spoil. But that didn't spoil it for me because I'm like, okay, I know
gotta see it.
And that's the thing is, I know how it ends. So I just want to see. It was to the thing. What intrigued me the most is I know how it ends. I just want to see why it ended that way, right? What's the journey to that? And when that happened, and then it happens, and 10 seconds later,
yeah, that's the thing.
And the thing is, I understand. I get it. I understood why. Because you didn't know if you're gonna make it or not. But even if I was in that, I'm like this. I couldn't even come up with that type of. This is how we're gonna resolve this. That's to me. If we're gonna die, we're dying together. We're not gonna just you go out and then you kill your own kid.
Yeah.
If we die, because there was the old couple in the back, and then it was the girl, his son, and him, Thomas Jan.
That's not the way the book ends.
No, but that's the thing is I don't even know how the book ends. So there's 5 of them, and there's only 5 bullets. That's the crazy part. And I'm like, first of all, I couldn't do that to my son or my kid. There's no way. I couldn't do it.
I don't think I could either.
But also at the end, I'm not going to do that to other people. Hey, this is what we're going to do. You off each other. No way. No way.
But that's the ultimate gut punch though. Thomas Jane has his 6-shooter or whatever. He has enough bullets for everybody but himself. And you don't know, are these fucking mist monsters gonna rip into the vehicle?
Hey,
So
and if that's the
take
and
everybody
that's the
out.
thing,
And you go like, man, he's trying to kill himself too, right? Like he's trying, like, but
yeah,
it's all like he's empty because he knows what
yeah, there's
he knows what
nothing.
he just did. He just took out his only son, and then
Oh,
help, and then there's help. Help comes seconds later,
oh.
and then credits. Like that's the ultimate gut punch in all of cinema,
And not only that, not only does help come, but then it clears up.
right?
Well, first off, two things. Number one, I couldn't do that to my kid. I couldn't do it.
Facts.
I don't have the heart. Number two, you got Laurie Holden sitting next to you. That's good enough for me. We ain't dying. I'm good with that.
Man.
And you know what I mean? So it's like, no.
I'm
Like I said,
I'm rewatching that shit next year. I haven't watched that shit since like 2018.
yeah, and I seen it last, so like I'm gonna alternate. But like I'll probably have that on my list for next October and all that. But at the end of the day, yeah, I just couldn't go. If I'm going out and we're in a group, we're going out together. No one behind. I'm
Hell
not
yeah.
leaving anybody behind, you know. And the funny thing is, is Frank. What's his name? Frank
Darabont.
Darabont. Funny, half that crew in that vehicle was from The
Walking Dead, right? And he got the ultimate trifecta of Stephen King adaptations too.
Yes, he did.
Shawshank is an all-timer. Green Mile is very good. The Mist is very good, bro.
And the thing is, it's funny because I can't remember the character's name. Well, the actor is let me look it up here. He was in the final scene. Jeffrey DeMune.
Yeah.
He was the old man in the car. He in The Walking Dead. Not that, spoiler here for people that don't watch it. I think in season 2, Jeffrey DeMune died.
Yeah.
In season 2. The funny thing about that is he died because Frank Darabont was leaving after that season. Dale, yeah, his character's Dale. He was leaving, and him and Frank Darabont are very good friends. Very good friends. So that's why he opted to have his character killed off. But he then
I never knew that.
Yeah, he then thought about it and rescinded and wanted to be rewritten back into the series. But it was the showrunners.
It's a wrap.
Yep. Gimbal and all that said, nope, this is what you wanted. We can't do this. We're too far down the storyline already. So, and the funny thing is in The Walking Dead, I can't remember, I think it might have been season 4, maybe 5, where, I can't remember the character's name now, but it's when, they're starting to eat what the, see now it's going to, that's how Dale's character was supposed to die or go out in the comics.
In season 5.
And basically in season 5, because I forgot the character's name, where the Sanctuary, the people from the Sanctuary, Sanctuary gets blown up, and then they
I vaguely remember that.
Out there, and it was I can't remember the damn guy's name.
Feels like that's around the time Carol went soft.
Yeah, like it comes back to when Carol comes back and saves them and all that.
Look at the flowers.
And, oh man, that scene. Oof.
That's the best Carol moment in Walking Dead history to me. I haven't seen the last season. I'm so far behind on all the spinoffs.
Okay, so it happened in what season? I'm looking at season 5. Perfect. They meet the character Bobby. The black. He was the black gentleman. They found he was a loner. I know that he was
Are we talking Everybody Hates Chris, or are we talking Straight Outta Compton?
I think it's straight out of he was on The Wire. He played D'Angelo on The Wire. D'Angelo Barksdale.
Okay.
Yep. He played Bobby in The Walking Dead.
He was in The Walking Dead for a couple seasons. I'm blanking on his name though.
His name is Lawrence Gillard Jr.
Yeah, Gilliard. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he was in a few episodes of season 4. He was like in 4 or 5, and then he was in mainly all of season 5.
Yeah.
Well, the way his character dies is the way Dale was supposed to die. That's the way Dale dies.
Words.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of Wire alumni in The Walking Dead too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing is this, like Frank Darabont, whenever he's directing something, I'm in.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm in.
He's one of them motherfuckers that like rarely works, but when he works, he's making art, bro.
Gosh, it's wild because, like I said, it's to the point where he was the Walking Dead. He was the showrunner for the first 2 seasons, and then for some reason he wanted out. He got out.
I have to imagine it was disagreements with the suits.
I agree. That's my thing. Like, he's directed a couple episodes of Stranger Things.
I bet you them motherfuckers cooked.
He did that. I mean, obviously we know he did The Walking Dead. Like I said, Shawshank, Green Mile. He also did the one with Jim Carrey, The Majestic, which is pretty solid.
Okay,
he did The Majestic.
I don't love that movie, but it's not horrible.
No, it's pretty solid. He has ties to The Shield. He did, like, I think an episode or 2 of The Shield.
That's a show I want to knock out next year sometime too.
Shield, yeah. But that's the thing is, it's when Frank Darabont, like, he doesn't direct much either.
No.
He's more of like a producer and all that. So
wrote an episode of Tales of the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt, Young Indiana Jones. You said The Shield, Walking Dead, Stranger. Okay.
He does a lot of writing and producing mainly. So, and when he directs, I mean, his credits are pretty solid.
Hey, that motherfucker is also an all-time script doctor. Good God. 14 Godzilla. Man, now I know why I love 2014 Godzilla so much. Holy shit.
I'm telling you, Frank Darabont is underrated. Underrated. It's one of those athletes that, whether it's basketball, football, whatever, that he's a Hall of Famer, but he doesn't speak much. But when he talks, people listen. That's Frank Darabont when he does put stuff out.
But he wrote the hands down all-time greatest Nightmare on Elm Street sequel.
Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors, straight up.
That's fun.
Like when he don't always get his flowers, but he gets them motherfuckers indirectly.
No. Yep. And the funny thing about that too is, like, I'm hoping like I said, I just ordered the 4K. I should be getting it in the next couple of days. I hope somehow, some way,
we gonna make it out the hood one day.
Shout Factory gets a big box set and do something like that, like how they did for Friday the 13th, but also like that franchise as well. It was wild, and then Dream Warriors came out. I think Dream Warriors is probably I like, obviously, the original is fantastic. Original's up there. Second one is not bad, but Dream Warriors, I think, is the second best of the whole franchise.
Let me see. I gotta verify. I gotta verify. I also have it ranked second. I think for a while I had New Nightmare second, but then I think I did a binge last year where I interspliced Nightmare and Friday the 13th in release order, and I think I rearranged my rankings and put Dream Warriors second overall.
Dream Warriors, I think, out of that franchise, it's the original and then Dream Warriors.
Yep.
That's how you know what I mean?
I always say that New Nightmare was Wes Craven's test run for Scream.
Oh, shit. I never even thought of that.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it was super meta. It was meta as fuck. And then he did Scream right after.
Because the New Nightmare was basically, it was the characters playing themselves, but yet they were in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Robert Englund comes out on stage, this and that.
That shit is so cool. He's got that fake ass claw on, and it's like the shadow goes over Heather Langenkamp's face, bro. That shit is so cool.
That's the thing is, they played themselves, but they were also playing Nancy. It's wild. Nancy, it's wild.
You want another Easter egg?
Wild.
The babysitter in New Nightmare ended up playing the mom to the main character in the MTV Scream show.
Ooh.
Tracy
I never seen the Scream show.
Middendorf. The first 2 seasons are really interesting. The VH1 season 3 is kind of ass.
They had only 3 seasons, right?
Yeah. If one of these Scream sequels ended up retconning the show into the movie universe, I think that'd be cool as hell.
Let me ask you this. Because I would see the poster of, like, when I still remember, like, some of the posters of it, of the TV series. Like, the mask looked different.
They switched up the mask.
Okay. See, that's the thing, is, like, don't get me wrong. The Scream franchise, fantastic as well.
Hell yeah.
But here's the difference. Michael Myers is Halloween.
Yes.
Freddy Krueger is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
Jason technically is Friday the 13th.
Except for the first one.
A little bit of help, yeah.
When it comes
to Ghost,
you're of the, this ain't no age joke. I'm just saying, you were around at the time. They did TV shows for Nightmare and Friday the 13th, right?
Yeah. So it was called Freddy's Nightmares or something like that. So
were they good?
To be honest with you, I never even watched them.
Word.
I never even watched them. Like, it was because at the time I was younger, and they were like on around like 11 o'clock at night. Like, it was some weird ass, late ass times and all that. But the funny thing about, with, you know, like I was saying with Scream, is that Ghostface, the costume, is what's iconic.
Yes.
Not the costume is iconic.
See,
because anybody could be Ghostface.
I don't know the dried ink on the paperwork or anything, but when Paramount owns MTV as a channel, as a television network, at the time that the Scream show was on MTV, I think either Weinstein, Dimension, somebody in that still owned the movie rights. So maybe that's why they couldn't use Ghostface.
Could be.
Right?
Could be. And
I'm just throwing this out there as kind of like a minor flex. Scream on TV kind of got 3 seasons. I Know What You Did Last Summer got canceled after that first one, bruh. But I think they're about to Halloween Texas Chainsaw Scream the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise, and I'm kind of excited.
I get that. Like, when it comes to franchises, like movie franchises, like especially in the horror genre, coming to TV.
I never watched the show.
I'm not a fan of it because you could get away with so much more on the screen than you do on TV, unless you go straight to cable.
The girl, you saw Glass Onion, right?
Yeah.
The blonde chick that was just super fine.
Yeah, Dave Bautista's girlfriend.
She's in it. And then, I don't know who Sarah Pigeon is, but she's in it. And then Camila Mendez, who was on the Riverdale show, dropped out. And one of the girls from Bodies is in it.
Yeah, she played Veronica.
Sure.
She played Veronica. And
it looks like Freddie Prinze Jr. is coming back. I don't know if we're getting Jennifer Love Hewitt yet. But it's supposed to... I Know What You Did Last Summer, let's call it a reboot. It's probably a requel. It's coming out next July. And
it's called I Never Forget What You Did Last Summer or something like that.
Is that really the title?
Yeah, that's what it says. It comes out in 2025 in July. I Never Forget What You Did Last Summer.
So then it's gotta be somebody related to the original killer.
It's gotta be.
That's fire.
Madeline Klein was the girl in Glass Onion.
Yes.
Supposedly Jennifer Love Hewitt is in it.
I thought I heard that she was. Some stupid ass interviewer asked Sarah Michelle Gellar if she was gonna come back, and she was like, "No, I'm dead."
Dead. Like, come on.
Like, dead ass, bro. Like, why would we would all love Sarah Michelle Gellar to come back, but why would she if she was off in the first one?
Well, I would love for Matthew Lillard to come back in the Scream franchise, but the TV fell out his head. He's dead.
And every new Scream movie, he's rumored to be involved in the killer.
Yeah, he is, and he said in an interview,
Like, bro, chill out.
He even said he loves the franchise. His character is dead.
He's done.
Stu is done.
But like the closest we're gonna get to Stu ever coming back is that cameo that I've never caught in Scream 2. He's at that
Which
house.
one?
He's at the house party when Mickey's talking to Randy about the Ewoks.
Was he? How,
I've
I
heard.
don't know this.
I've never seen it, but I've heard that Matthew Lillard is in the background of that party. This,
Is he like
ironically, the Sarah Michelle Gellar death.
What? I just watched the.
Do you want to die, Cece?
No way.
You didn't know that?
Is he like an extra or something, or?
Yeah, basically, he's a background actor in that frat party in Scream 2. I wouldn't be shocked if he's listed in the cast. And he's not listed in the cast in Wikipedia.
I got him, and I just like I said, I just
also
watched the.
Is Scream 2 the best horror sequel of all time?
I don't know.
I say yes. I'm
Why do you
biased
say
as hell.
yes?
Like
Why do you say?
my favorite horror movie ever, favorite slasher movie, whatever, the original Halloween.
Same
My favorite horror franchise, Scream.
Okay. What I love about Scream though is it's horror, but it has that comedic, whimsical
Yes.
twist to it. But there's always a twist. Like, and that's the thing is, it's like M. Night Shyamalan, when he does his movies, what's the twist at the end? What's
Exactly.
Same thing with Scream. Same thing with Scream is who's the pairing? Who are the two? Except in 3, where it's just Roman.
3 was one killer. 6 is arguably 3 killers.
Yeah, because you got was it Dermot Mulroney as the dad? He's the cop, and then the siblings.
Yeah,
the siblings.
Wikipedia on my bad on Matthew Lillard's Wikipedia page, they list Scream 2. He plays guy at party, uncredited extra.
That's okay. I gotta go back and watch it.
Keeping it Matthew Lillard, keeping it horror. Have you watched Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yep, got it right here.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it before the sequel.
I got it right here. It's pretty solid.
That's what I heard.
I know the games are fucking creepy as hell.
I haven't played the games. I'm not a huge gamer.
Games are creepy as hell. But like I gotta check it. And like I said, I just watched it, but like didn't even catch that. So I gotta rewatch Scream 2.
I'm talking like just straight out part 2s. Is Scream 2 the best? See, never mind. You haven't seen it yet, so I'm not gonna say what I was about to say.
What? For what movie?
I'm not gonna say. You haven't seen it yet, so I'm not gonna say.
What, Scream 2?
No, just horror sequels, horror part 2s in general.
Oh, like Smile and things like that. Yeah. Okay.
See, the original Halloween 2 has a case. I love the original Halloween 2. I put it over H2O. I put it over 2018.
Yeah.
Child's Play 2 isn't out of the conversation.
Nope. And the funny thing, like you said, Halloween 2, what I love about it, it takes place the same night and it continues right from the end of the first one.
Yeah.
That's what makes it great.
And it's just, you know what I mean? Michael just taking out all these unsuspecting medical, like, man, this isn't my job. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny
one of Dana Carvey's first movies.
It's funny because with Michael, if you see, remember, the first time you see Michael in Halloween 2, you don't even see him. You don't even see him. Oh yeah, he got mugged. You don't even see Michael in Halloween 2 when you see him. You see it from his point of view because he's hurt. He's going into that old folks' house to get the knife and.
That's another one. That's another tight shot on the eyeball. Halloween 2. When like that younger girl when she's I don't know, she's on the phone and she's talking. And he just like he literally springs up, and you see his eye while he's killing her. That's creepy as hell. And another reason why I'll never do like the gore porn shit.
Nah, it's like I said, Halloween 2 is up there. Scream 2.
Saw 2.
I just wish Jamie Kennedy would have survived at least to Saw 3. Well, technically he did because he's in the videotape.
Scream 3, but go off.
He's on the videotape. He explains the rules.
You said Saw.
Oh, that's what I meant. Scream 3. Scream 3.
Because, I mean, we already covered that the original Friday the 13th is kind of just okay. I think Friday the 13th Part 2 is better.
Oh, it is better. It is better. The twist in Friday the 13th original
makes the whole movie.
Makes the whole movie, because for what it was new to the genre in a sense. It was coming off of Halloween.
Yeah.
But also, you're thinking it's one of the council people, and it's a guy. Of course, come on. Back then, it's got to be a guy. It's a guy. And little do they know, it's the mom.
Yeah, that's the genius of the original Friday.
That's the genius. Nobody's expecting a woman to do this, and especially back then. So I mean, it is. That was the twist. Now, to me, Part 2 is better than 1. I agree with that.
Baghead Jason clears.
Yep.
So, have you seen X, Pearl, and Maxine?
I've seen X. I haven't finished seeing Pearl. I haven't gotten Maxine yet. I gotta watch that. But that's another thing, though, too. So, okay,
it's pretty solid. It's a solid horror trilogy.
So, Ty West did all this shit. Got it. But also, it's like, I seen X. Get that. So this is basically the old lady that was in X, that this is her life, like in Pearl. Pearl is the old lady in X.
I want to, like, I don't know. I don't know the lore. I don't know the logic going into writing these movies. But I'm assuming, like, how strict Pearl was raised, especially when it comes to sex and all of that shit, is why she was wigging out in X.
Got it. So Maxine, what is Maxine? Is that just a totally separate character, or? No,
Mia Goth played 2 characters in X, right?
Yeah.
So Maxine is basically 10 years after X. She's in Hollywood trying to get rid of the porn reputation, and she's trying to go legit.
Gotcha.
But friends and colleagues start dying.
Oh,
and Elizabeth Debicki plays the big producer on the movie that she's trying to get on, and she tells, like, bro, you got to get rid of all this. You got to clear this shit up. You're too connected to all this crime.
Got it. So basically, if you played in a chronological way for that trilogy, it would actually go Pearl X Maxine. Yes, Maxine.
So, like, a lot of people are down on Maxine, but I thought it was good enough.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
So you running short on time.
Yeah.
What's your like cross genre? Like, it's horror, but other genres heavily factor in. Like, what's your go-to?
Ooh. My go-to is, we just talked about it, Scream. That's my go-to, because
comedy.
That, as comedy,
yeah,
it's a thriller.
Facts.
And slasher. That's 3 genres, and you can probably find, because, like I said, the first Scream is fantastic. I mean,
game changer.
What makes it especially the scene
towards
the end.
How many consecutive years after 1996 were studios trying to replicate the Scream formula?
It's not even that. They're still trying to do it now.
Yeah, they are. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Urban Legends, all of these meta-ass slasher movies. Valentine was 5 years after Scream.
And I got that one too. And the funny thing about Scream is what made it so great at that time. First off, Wes Craven, let's give the man
legend.
Let's say what he legend, icon, genius. It's genius.
Oh, but love to Kevin Williamson as well, who's about to direct Scream 7.
7, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
After that whole BS stuff that happened at the end of 6 and who's coming in.
I still hope they find common ground and Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega can be in it somehow.
I think with the Jenna Ortega thing, I think it's because of Wednesday.
Yeah, she was just busy.
Yeah, she was just busy. She supported her friend.
Yeah,
Give you props. But I hope, because technically this is the new core four. Remember, core
Yeah.
four, the new four.
Yo.
Whatever the hell it's called. You
I
know, so
liked
that's the thing.
I liked 6 more than 5, but 6.
Same.
First of all, like Nick is right. Well, let me get to that. You had Mason Gooding, and they're sitting at the
Yep.
table doing their thing, and they're talking about Core 4 and all of this. And then Jasmine Savoy Brown and Mason Gooding should have fucking died.
Bro, he should have got stabbed like 87 times.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight Dewey and Scream 2 type shit. But they all 4 of them survived. And now due to real world, like, all 4 of them might not be in the next movie. Come the fuck on.
And that's the problem.
Come the fuck on. And
is-
all we have for sure for 7 is Nev Campbell. We have Nev Campbell, and we have a release date. We don't have Courtney Cox, and we don't have any of the main characters from 5 and 6.
No, and that's the thing is unless they're trying to keep it hush hush, which makes no sense, but also you would think of, okay, you have, your Scream movies 1 through 4. Fine, great. 1 through 4. Then you have like this supposedly was supposed to be a new trilogy with the new set of characters with the mix of some of the old characters. Okay?
R.I.P. Dewey.
R.P. Dewey and all that, and then
Which
it's
Mikey Madison is not lifting him up off of his fucking feet. Period.
and not only that is Officer Wicks or Sheriff Wicks. Remember, she was in
The 2
think
top
3
cops in Woodsboro got smacked in 5.
smashed. Yep. And so, you got Melissa Barrero, Jenna Ortega, you got that. They're supposed to be the new characters of this new trilogy, supposedly. And they're only going to do 2 of them. And like you said,
That's
those are
crazy.
that's the core 4. They may not have come back. Besides Nev Campbell, that's all I know. But going back to your question, it's Scream. Like I said, the first one, what made that movie fantastic even more was when Randy, Jamie Kennedy, is going through the rules. There are rules to this.
There are
Rule
certain
number 1.
rules that one
Rules.
must abide by.
Yeah. And that scene made the movie in a sense.
Yeah.
Because that was it's true. What are the tropes? What are the tropes? If you have, in these movies, you have sex, you die.
Dead.
You do this, you die.
Dead.
You do that, you die.
Dead.
And then the best part is when Matthew Lillard says, he goes, never, ever say, I'll be right back, because you won't. And Matthew Lillard goes, want something to drink? I'll be right back. Like that. That whole, and that was in the trailer too.
Yep.
And that's what attracted me to watching this movie when it first came out. And I think I've seen it in the theaters like 5 times when it came out. Like, yeah.
I've seen every Scream in the theater. I think I've seen every Scream in the theater. Because we got a re-release.
Yeah, same here.
We got a re-release during COVID. And then Scream 2 got a re-release like 2 years ago. I saw 3 in 2000. I saw 4 in 2011. And obviously the last 2 have come out within the last like 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen all 6 in the theater.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen them all in the theater. When they come out, it's like...
But you've seen the original in the theater 5 times?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. But that movie was... When I first seen it, I was like, all right. It was too good. I enjoyed myself too much. I knew I missed a few things. Missed a few things. So then when I went to watch it again, it was like, oh, I see this. I'm like, and yet it still brought me back to how I seen it the first time. I was like, I got to watch it. And then I had to tell my friends, like, I'll go with them. So yeah, I've seen it about 5. It might be 6, but definitely I know I've seen it about 5 times.
That, man, yeah. Salute. Because I think, like, obviously, like, I be trying to hit, like, 1 movie a day. I think, like, I knocked out the original Halloween. I'm about to do the Jordan Peele 3. And then I got to take a little break because of this Venom trilogy. But then I'm going to end October with the Scream movies. 6 days left, 6 movies. Hit it.
So
I want to
end it, like, next week, I'm going to throw on, like, I'll do Halloween. The only Halloween ones I'll watch this year is the original Halloween 2. And in 2018. I watched those three. But then like I said, I watched The Crow because that takes place, Devil's Night.
Yeah,
that goes into place.
that plays.
Trick or Treat. I'll watch that in there. So like that'll probably be the final, like Nightmare Before Christmas. I'll watch like that'll be like
I was just gonna bring that shit up.
All this upcoming week. So
see, like I wanted to hit, not really discuss, but I just wanted to mention some that like cross genres right quick. Nightmare Before Christmas is a family movie, and it mixes holidays.
Mm-hmm.
John Carpenter's The Thing is a sci-fi horror.
I'm watching that this week.
I watched It Comes at Night for the first time. Like, it's horror, but it's morbid as fuck.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It's really good.
Okay.
You got, like, The Blackening that I saw. I didn't get to see it in the theaters. My theater didn't get it. That's another horror comedy.
That's a good one. I saw it last year.
I think, like, some streaming shit. You got, like, Totally Killer, Sick, Fresh.
Halloween.
Man, fuck some Hubie Halloween, bro. I was thinking of that shit, like, I don't know why. Like, I woke up thinking about Adam Sandler. And it was just, like, Grown Ups was when he started phoning it in. And then Netflix was just like, fuck it. Like, we'll give Adam Sandler money to phone it in. And Hubie Halloween is one of those.
Bro, I got it. Yeah, it's funny. It's fun. I get it.
I don't know, like, 'cause I know you got to go soon, but, like, I think the biggest major franchise we haven't touched on is Candyman.
Yeah.
How you feel about Candyman as a franchise?
I like the first one. First one's a
Classic.
Second one, I enjoyed a little bit more because it kind of explains how it all became. Like, in the first one, Candyman was Candyman.
Yeah.
The second one, it explains why he became, or how he became Candyman. But the first one is the best. The remake wasn't bad.
No, like it did the same Scream Halloween type shit. Yeah, it kept the original title. I really like the reboot, the requel. Let's call it.
Same. And then,
I want to follow up to that.
Like, so do I. And then Candyman 3 was just
ass.
I seen it and I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
That's one of those. What obscure boutique label put that shit out on Blu-ray? I only bought it because I wanted to complete the series.
See, that to me, I was like, this is so bad, I don't need to complete the series.
Yeah.
I got one to it.
Rocket got an unbuyable movie.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good with that one. I'm good with that one. So. But I gotta bounce, bro.
I bet, and we'll wrap it up then, and then we'll do it again in 7 days, and
yep.
I don't know what we'll talk about. More the same.
You mentioned some horror stuff too again, so plus it's towards the end of the month. So
we definitely gonna hit a horror conversation next episode. I just don't know the topic to feed to the audience off rip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
But whether it's me and you, whether it's me, you and Eric, whether it's me, Eric, Nick, whatever, whoever is on, like, it'll be a horror themed topic. Mm-hmm. But we be back. I'll wrap it up because I got the magical bars that'll be spitting like saliva. It's Reg League.
Hey yo, I'm not toying with you HUD suckers. They thumb suckers, baby, denim wearing nut huggers. Jeans too tight like these bars be. Dawg, you a Barbie, got me hard seating back scratches, scarred me. Jack Skellington, and I'm always trying to bone. If you really want to moan, stay close to that phone. In the mood for sex, checking for streetwalkers. Can't be too careful though, them cats is sleepwalkers. I am what y'all not. I can brandish that Giannis if y'all want to get buck like Allstott. A person can be dope, I just hate people. I like to hoop cause I heard a seal fly like an eagle. They think they got me stressing, but they not bout it, they just peeking. Gray hairs on the side got me looking strange like Steven. I'ma always execute the grind. I don't care that I am now tired. They hear it. With all they misses, they could never doubt fire. Eyes heavy and I sound tired. Each and every one of these rappers not fly cause they ground wired. And chill until the next episode.